Chapter 1.
"Last one home is a rotten egg!"
cried Gabby Vasquez. She started running down the block as fast as she could, the costume fairy wings she always wore flapping behind her. Gabby's sister Mia, and Mia's two best friends, Kate McCready and Lainey Winters, looked at each other and laughed. They weren't going to race anywhere. It was hot, and they were tired after a day of swimming. Lainey had recently conquered her fear of the water, so the girls had decided to go to the community pool to celebrate. They'd done cannonballs, stood on their hands underwater, and competed in mermaid races.
"I can't wait to go back to Neverland tomorrow," said Mia.
"Me neither," said Kate and Lainey at the exact same time. They grinned at each other.
Jinx!
That summer, the girls had discovered that they could travel to Neverland and visit their fairy friends in Pixie Hollow whenever they wanted by walking into Gabby's closet. But the past couple of days had been packed with summertime activities, and they hadn't been able to slip away. As much fun as it had been, they were eager to get back to the magical land of the fairies. Gabby had arrived at the end of the block and was now circling back.
"You're all rotten eggs!"
she exclaimed. "I guess we are," Kate said with a laugh. As they passed Maple Street, Gabby's eyes suddenly lit up.
"Let's go home this way instead,"
she said. She grabbed her big sister's hand and pulled her along.
"Past Swenson's Sweets?"
Mia asked.
"Sounds good to me."
Swenson's was an old-fashioned ice cream parlor serving all kinds of frozen treats.
"What do you want, Gabby?"
Mia asked as they stood in front of the ice cream case. She searched her pockets for the money her mother had given her that morning. Gabby studied the menu on the wall.
"I'll take the kitchen sink,"
she said. The other girls laughed. So did the server, a tall, freckled boy with red hair peeking out from under his paper cap. The kitchen sink was a gigantic dessert with 20 scoops of ice cream, every sauce you could think of, tons of whipped cream and sprinkles, and a gazillion cherries. Whenever someone ordered it, the server honked a big brass horn. Mia finally found the $10 bill.
"Maybe another time," she told her sister. "Today we only have enough money for one cone each."
After much discussion, the girls placed their orders. Rainbow sherbet for Gabby, strawberry shortcake for Mia, peanut butter brickle for Lainey, and chocolate chip for Kate. When Mia lingered behind to grab some extra napkins, her eyes fell on a flyer with a half-filled volunteer sign-up sheet underneath. "Come join your neighbors for a summer block party. Food, games, bounce house, pet spa, face painting, music, raffle, crafts table, this Saturday starting at noon. All proceeds to benefit the Davis family." Megan Davis went to their school. There had recently been a fire at her family's house, and they needed help to replace their belongings. Mia shook her head. She couldn't even imagine how hard things were for Megan and her family, and how sad they must feel.
"Hey everyone, look at this,"
she said, pointing to the flyer.
"We should sign up."
Kate scanned the list. "Games, that's all me," she decided, writing down her name.
"I'm going to volunteer for the pet spa,"
said Lainey, grabbing the sign-up pen from Kate. Next, Gabby wrote her name on the sheet, under face painting. But Mia just stood there, looking at the list, her ice cream cone forgotten in her hand. She would have joined Kate with games, but all those slots had been filled. Grooming pets wasn't really her thing, and none of the remaining choices, setup, food, bake sale, raffle, crafts table, and cleanup, jumped out at her either.
"Hurry up,"
said Gabby, dancing around impatiently. She had already finished her ice cream. Mia grabbed the pen and scribbled her name under the first open space. Lainey peered at the list.
"Bake sale?"
she said.
"I didn't know you liked to bake."